Hey guys, welcome back to 6.8.11. I'm Kylie, and today I wanted to talk more about my journey after surgery. So I last left you where I woke up paralyzed and started the process of recovery. So I spent several more days in the ICU, and during that time there was a lot of medications, a lot of x-rays, MRIs, CT scans, spinal taps, really anything you can think of for someone in ICU trying to recover. A lot of questions, a lot of unanswered questions, and a lot of figuring out where I go next. We did a lot of research, and it appeared that the two top rehabilitation facilities for me to go to were either the Rehab Institute of Chicago, which is in the downtown Chicago, and Project Walk, which was Christopher Reeve's foundation in Miami, Florida. We weighed the pros and the cons, and it just seemed best to go to the hospital that was closest to home so that I could have the best support system in my backyard at all times. So I spent 8 days in ICU, and during that time I was poked and prodded, just trying to figure out if I was making any sort of gains or recovery during that time. About 4 days in, I started feeling a little bit of sensation in my right side. And also, I was able to feel a little bit of pain in my right butt cheek from sitting so much. It was so great to feel again. I didn't exactly love that it was pain that I was feeling. But feeling something was feeling something, even if that was pain. And I was so grateful that I was starting to get feeling back, even if it was very minimal. I had to spend a few more days in ICU to regulate blood pressure and get myself off as many medications as I could before I was transferred to a rehabilitation facility. When you go to a rehabilitation facility, it's really important to be as healthy as you can going in, because you want to be as focused on the therapy as you can be, and you don't want to be held back by little things like, your blood pressure spiking because you got off of that medication too quickly, or you got off of your pain medication too quickly and you can't do as much in therapy because you're in pain. So we had to wait a few more days, and on June 16th, I transferred to the Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago in my first ambulance, which was really cool. You quickly realize that you're in the big leagues. I think the first time we realized that this was a whole new world of therapy and they absolutely knew what they were doing was the first time I was getting transferred from my bed to a wheelchair. If you remember in one of my previous videos, I talked about how it took 5 people in the ICU to transfer me from my bed to my wheelchair for the first time, and the fear that was the fear that caused all of us for the future, and how we were going to do it on our own. And when we went to RIC, it was just my physical therapist, and she was like, all right, we're going to transfer you into a wheelchair. Time to get started for therapy. We got to get over to the gym somehow. And my dad went to step in to help her, and she was like, oh no, I can do it, it's fine. And she literally just tossed me right into the chair. No problem. First try, 2 seconds. And that was, I think, the 3 of us, my parents and I, just all looked at each other with big bug eyes and were like, okay, yep, they know what they're doing. Like, and any fear that we had about picking the wrong facility or not being able to do it on our own. Definitely, I wouldn't say 100% subsided with that moment, but it definitely eased up a lot. We quickly realized that this is where I learn. This is where I learn to not only adapt to my current situation, but also push forward towards my goals. And if my goals were walking, then I needed to go through every step of the process to walk again. They literally take you from you unable to sit up on your own and you're in a diaper to getting all fours and learning to crawl again, standing up for the first time, letting go, taking your first steps. The entire process that it was to learn how to walk when you were a child is the exact same process that RIC takes to get spinal cord injured patients walking again. You have to go through every single one of those steps in order to get strong enough to get to the end result. And if your end result is walking, or if your end result is still in a chair, you still have to take every step to get the max results. And everyone's results are different. Every one that is paralyzed gets different return. Some people get no return, and some people are fortunate enough, as me, to be able to walk again. RIC prepares you for any situation to where you plateau in your results. And they make sure that when you leave their hospital, you are in the best position to succeed on your own and to be independent. And I think that was what was most important to me and my family. And that is why we chose RIC. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming soon about the entire journey through my time at RIC. My dad took a ton of footage of me in physical therapy, which at the time my family and therapists were all making fun of him for following me around with an iPad all the time. But now it's actually extremely useful and so beneficial when you're having a bad day to go back and look at. But I'm so thankful that I have it now so that I can share it with you guys so you can go through my journey and see exactly how hard it was of a process and how hard those therapists push you every day. So look forward to those. I look forward to sharing them. I have to get them in order and organize them for you guys and try and walk you through everything that I was thinking, feeling, struggling with, excelling with at the time, and where in the process I started to get a lot of my return, where I started moving again, where I started feeling more, and how I got to where I am today. So thank you guys so much again for continuing to follow this journey of mine and continuing to like, share, and subscribe. It means the world to me. Please continue to ask questions. I really enjoy answering them. And please stay tuned for more to come. Thank you guys. Bye.